The Buffalo Sabres are looking to erase 12 years of pain and end the longest postseason drought in pro sports, tied with the New York Jets. A lot of fans are hopeful that this newest wave of young talent in the Sabres organization will take them back to the glory years of Dominik Hasek, Ryan Miller, Danny Briere, and Chris Drury. But I am not one of them. Buffalo Sabres fans, here's why I hate your stupid fucking team.
I never heard of half of these guys. And the ones I do know are way past their prime.
Most of these guys never had a prime.
This guy here is dead.
Cross him off then.
The Sabres boast a roster full of promising young talent up front. Tage Thompson, Casey Mittelstadt, Dylan Cousins, and Peyton Krebs all have a lot of promise. Thompson's already taken his leap into the elite status, posting 94 points last year, while Mittelstadt and Cousins are both in the 60 to 70 point range. Another jump in productivity from the two of them this season isn't out of the question. Buffalo's done a ton to support those youngsters with good veteran leadership like Alex Tuch, to balance out the veteran assholery from Jeff Skinner. He has all the talent in the world, yes, but he's one facelick away from being Brad Marchand. The problem the Sabres have is that outside of that top six, they basically have nothing. Krebs is still more potential than anything else. He only posted 26 points in 74 games last year. Jack Quinn's promising rookie year was cut short by a torn Achilles, and he'll be out through the end of the year. Who knows what he'll even look like when he comes back. The rest of the forwards are filled with guys like Victor Olofsson, Jordan Greenway, JJ Peterka, Zemgus Girgensons, Tyson Jost, all a bunch of Jags. But don't worry, down there you've also got the veteran leadership of the ghost of Kyle Okposo. You also have some good young prospects waiting in the wings like Zach Benson, Yuri Kulik, and Matthew Savoy. But if the Sabres were smart, they'll leave those three in the oven and not take them out until they're fully baked. On the defensive front, it's a lot more the same. They're very strong in the top pairings, but weak in the bottom half. Obviously, you have Owen Power and Rasmus Dahlin, they're both beasts. But Samuelsson and Jokiharju are still question marks as to whether they're legit top 4 defensemen. You did add Connor Clifton to the third pair, who is very solid, but you also added Erik Johnson, who is old, slow, and, did I mention, old. And while Buffalo fans think they found the third coming of Dominik Hasek in Devon Levi, it's understandable given his play at the collegiate level. That said, I'm not quite ready to put all my eggs into the basket of a 21-year-old goalie with a career .905 save percentage in the NHL. Doesn't matter how many insane saves he posts to TikTok. Don Granado, who had a head coaching job fall into his lap by just not losing all of his mental faculties while being around Ralph Kruger. Seen here giving a guest lecture about the aliens that are stored in the basement of the White House, Granado actually has seemed like a fairly capable coach in Buffalo, and he's had a record of success in the minors. That said, this is year 4 in Buffalo, and the Sabres haven't made the playoffs once. I don't know if he gets a 5th crack at the apple, especially with a team that is as young and talented as this one. It kind of seems like a prove-it-or-not year for Granado, and they might elect to make a move if Buffalo falls short once again. Buffalo retained just about all of their top players and really only added around the fringes, the bottom 6 and bottom pairing defensemen. Bringing in Erik Johnson and Connor Clifton are all pretty low-risk, medium-reward moves for decent value. And in the draft, Buffalo was the lucky recipient of multiple teams whipping and allowing Zach Benson to fall down to them. I've said before, Zach Benson's one of the biggest steals of the draft, and Buffalo is probably going to be set up very well in their top 9 for years going forward, with him added to a collection with Tage Thompson, Mittelstadt, and Cousins. And speaking of Tage Thompson, is he the most underrated superstar in the NHL right now? I mean, the guy put up over 90 points last year, and nobody is talking about him. If the superstars were the Avengers, Tage Thompson is Hawkeye, given how often people forget about him. The Sabres are an intriguing, young, fun team, and they're going to be a lot of people's sexy pick to make the playoffs. I fully understand why, but personally, I'm not just fully bought in. I think if Devon Levi is what people think he is, definitely the Sabres are going to be in contention for a bottom playoff spot. But as of right now, the way that their bottom 6 is shaking up and their goaltending situation, it's just a big risk, especially in a pretty strong Atlantic division. Sorry, Sabres, but I think you're going for lucky number 13.
Drop it back. Krebs across, score!